while I had it apart, I thought I'd shoot a quick video about how the fan clutch assembly on the old style, I should say the hub assembly on the old style fan clutch is put together and how it works. Basically, there's this rubber grommet here that it's like a big washer with a groove in the middle of it that sandwiches on either side of this central metal plate for the fan assembly. Into it, this centerpiece plugs right on through, and the 6 bolts that hold it on go through the middle, through the large hole in the center of the fan hub. On the back side, you have this washer assembly, which would go back in here. All right. Now, what that does, when you torque these bolts down, this whole assembly, the washer and everything, squeezes that rubber grommet against this central hub. And then this aluminum unit that extends down through the large center hole keeps everything centered. I think what the purpose of this was maybe for a little vibration dampening, but I think it's mainly as a safety. So if something jams in the fan, this rubber grommet inside here, which is holding this disc by friction, will give way and allow the fan assembly to spin, or allow the center clutch assembly to spin without destroying the fan. What happens over time, though, is these rubber assemblies break down and turn to dust, and then this piece starts dancing around inside here and chews up this aluminum ring, or it destroys the inner diameter of this plate. And you need to replace the whole assembly because they don't make these anymore. The workaround is, if you catch that problem quick enough, is to remove this rubber grommet completely. And you'll see there's a hole in there. Well, there's holes spaced all the way around in this disc. Those holes line up with these outer holes on this assembly that aren't used. And the workaround, if your rubber goes bad, is you remove the rubber and you drop this unit in and you bolt straight through these into the other holes. All these holes line up with the holes on this plate, and you can hard bolt this plate to this hub assembly. You can hard bolt it without any rubber in there at all, because once you remove the rubber, you gain about a ½ inch of clearance. It'll move the fan forward about 1/4 of an inch. Then there's a 1/4 inch of rubber on the backside. You'll gain about a ½ inch of clearance behind this disc and in front of the face of the fan clutch assembly. So you have room for the heads for the hardware in the back to set back there, while this hub assembly, the nuts and bolts come out the front. Then you can bolt this hub back on to the fan clutch and go on about your business minus this piece of rubber. Anyway, hadn't seen anybody do a video on this. I've only seen some sketchy pictures. I thought I would cover it while I had it apart. I'm not going to do anything to mine right now. The rubber grommet on mine is in great shape, so I'm just going to leave it per the original design until I notice it has some problems. The check for this is with the truck turned off, your fan should be absolutely locked in there rigid, shouldn't move at all. If you can reach in and turn your fan by hand with everything turned off and the fan clutch locked up, if the fan hub turns independent of the clutch assembly, then this thing's slipping, and you need to get in there and replace it before it completely disintegrates. If you can pull the fan and the whole hub assembly turns, then you have a clutch problem. Like I said, they don't make these components anymore, so you'd have to update to the new style clutch and fan, because you need both of them together. The old fan isn't compatible with the new clutch and vice versa. But the new clutch assembly, the new fan and clutch assembly, doesn't use this rubber grommet and this breakaway device here. So anyway, I hope this helps somebody. Have a good day.